Buddy, Keith Rayville here, the Fat Yankee, my friend. So listen, I'm going to show you how to trim up another top round here. We're going to slice it up. We're going to be making some beef jerky today for you guys. So this is a top round black Angus beef. This is actually the hind quarter of the cow, okay? So here's what I like to do. I like to start with the top, and this has, this one here is a little bit, has a little bit of gristle on it. So we're going to take this stuff off. Now guys, just make sure that your knife is always sharp, my friends. And we're going to take this scrap right here and kind of lift this up as we're cutting, just like this. All right. And a lot of people always ask me, what do we do with the scrap after we're done? So what we do with the scrap here is we actually make some nice black Angus hamburger out of that scrap, guys. Okay. So you see how I'm just lifting this up and taking out all that nice that fat off of this top round here, and this way we have nice beef jerky, nice and lean, okay? Because what happens, guys, with gristle when you're making beef jerky, if you let the beef jerky sit for a while, that gristle or that fat is going to turn into bacteria, and that's why it's so important to clean up these top rounds the best you can. So a lot of folks ask me, you know, about cleaning up these top rounds, and I want to show you something today. I got actually a top round here with the key on it, okay? The key is a section of the top round that some companies, like National Beef and IBP, leave on, okay? So they leave that top portion called the key, and there's a lot of waste in it, all right? So we're going to show you today how to take this completely off and make good use out of it if you can, because, and this is what I'm doing right now. If you can see this, I'm cutting off this top part of the key. Okay, if you see this, there's some good meat in here. We're going to trim that out a little bit later, but I wanted to take that completely off. This is what a nice clean top round should look like, okay? It almost looks like a heart shape. All right, so I'm still on the top section here of this top round. All right, almost done here, guys. Okay, again, I just throw all that scrap in there. I'll make some nice black Angus hamburgers out of that. All right, so let me check out the other side here. Make sure it's nice and clean. Yep, we're almost there, guys. Almost there. All right, so now we got the top all clean. So now the bottom of this top round is usually the messiest. That's where most of the gristle and the silver skin hangs out, okay? So the silver skin, guys, silver skin is a real thick skin that you can't do nothing with. It doesn't disintegrate. It doesn't you know, it doesn't caramelize or marble when you're cooking it. It just is a very thick skin that you really can't do much with. So we're going to take that off. As a matter of fact, a lot of times I don't even grind that up, guys, for hamburger, because it's so thick, all right? So we got most of that cleaned off on the top. I'm going to start trimming this bottom section here and taking this off, and I'll make light work of this. I'm a little out of practice here, so I usually bang this out in no time. I would have been done already. But let me just finish this up. All this fat, see this thick fat here? Gotta take all that up and clean it right out nice, all right? There we go, there we go. Looking good over here. We're gonna cut this into beautiful steaks called London broil steaks, okay? A lot of folks think that London broil is actually a cut of beef. Well, it's not. Top round is the cut of beef. London broil is a cooking term, often referred to as that steak cut from the top round section. Okay, so there's that. Wow, look at that big chunk of fat here. Okay, so see on the top of these keys, you get some of these companies that do not trim this stuff as well as others. Some of the best companies, you guys know, I love XL and Swift out there. Those are great companies to get your beef from because they clean up their beef and trim it so well for these stores. Now, we get our stuff from Sam's Club, okay? So Sam's Club, Costco carry these big brands like that. All right, so this is all the silver skin I'm taking off now, guys. You're gonna see how nice and clean this is when I'm all finished. All right, almost done here, guys. All right, there we go. Nice and clean there. Nice and clean, okay. So now let's just take some of this off here. Some of the stuff that I'm gonna leave on is gonna caramelize. Now let's face it, you can't get every single piece of fat off of this. It's just impossible, you know. These cows are a little chunky out there, so you can't clean them up completely. So we got a nice cleaned up piece of meat here though, guys. I got one section over here, and I'm gonna dig in and take out, clean that right up, just like that. All right, and then we are ready to cut this up, okay? So let's do that. We got our nice cleaned up section of top round. Let me give it a once over here. Little piece of gristle there. That'll caramelize for sure, okay? Little piece here, and a little one on the side. Okay, so now we are ready. I'm gonna chop this thing up into nice top round steaks, guys. Here we go. This is what it looks like. Oh, one more, one little sneaker. Right there. Okay, there we go. All right, so now, here we go. We got our top round. We got our key. We're gonna clean this out in just a minute. And this is what we do. I chop it right down the center, just like this. And you see that nice London broil steak coming to fruition. See that, guys? See that nice steak right there? That nice London broil. See, that's what we get in the store, right? So that's a nice London broil steak, guys. Let me just make light work of this, my friends. We're gonna chop this up. Put these in the bucket here. All right. Look at these nice steaks. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, now. Okay, so here we go. We're almost done. I'm gonna cut this up. I don't need to cut that eye off. Just like this. All right, wow, look at that. Look at how nice that is, right? All right. Now this one here was about a 15-pounder. So we're gonna probably get, I would say on this particular top round, we're probably gonna get about 11 pounds as it's looking in the bucket there. Whoop, there we go. Got that. Good save, right? Alright, it's still alive. That's how fresh this stuff is. There we go. Okay, so now there's a little bit more silver skin on this. I'm going to cut this off right here. Put that in the bucket. And we're going to cut this down like this, guys. Just like this. Alright, there we go. Beautiful. Let me just check these out, make sure they're nice. No silver skin there. No, little silver skin here. I'm going to chop that right off. Little skin there. That's it. Bingo, bango. We are almost done, guys. And now I'm going to clean out this key real quick here for you, okay? So I'm going to just try to get as much meat out of this as I possibly can. Trim this off. Okay. There we go. You don't want to let too much go to waste, guys, because it's very important, especially if you're selling this stuff. This is your money right here. All right. So boy, we're gonna get a bunch of meat out of this. Nice thick piece of beef here. Okay. See that nice strip right there? There we go. See that? A lot of people would just throw this stuff away or just make burger out of it, you know. But there's some meat in here, so we're gonna trim this up and just save whatever we can here. All right. There we go. We're gonna have some nice hamburgers too later, that's for sure. All right. Okay, here we go, guys. And that is it, my friends. That's it. There we go. That's the last piece here. And that's it. So now what we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to throw this scrap over there. I'm going to bring this to the slicer here. And we're going to chop this up to nice 1/4 inch strips. And we're going to make some beef jerky, okay? So listen, we'll get right back to you guys. And we'll start chopping this up for you in the slicer. Okay guys, so what we're going to do now is we're going to slice this. I got my lem slicer here. Again, as I mentioned, a 1/4 inch thick on this. And we want to put this stuff in, again, against the grain as well. Now, I've been doing this for a long time. So I know which way to put these steaks in and how to cut this against the grain, okay? So usually with this limbs, I got this propped up a little bit more. And I lift up about this high. But today I'm just going to put this on the tray here, slice this meat up just like this. And you'll see what light work this lem slicer, how fast this does this. Again, just make sure you're putting it in against the grain, okay guys? Alright. Alright, we're going to make some jerky here. Wow, we got some nice jerky going to be made here with this, my friends, okay? So let's keep loading this thing up. We're going to cut up, again, I mentioned I got about 11 pounds out of that. So, it's going to be a bunch of jerky from this, that's for sure. So you got to remember, when you make jerky, guys, even though you're cooking 11 pounds of beef, you're probably only going to get about maybe 6-7 pounds of jerky, okay? Because it cuts in half, the weight of it cuts in half, you know, per the meat, because it's all dried out, okay? A lot of water weight inside of it. Alright guys, we're almost done here. Get that out of the way. And that's it, okay? So we're going to, again, we're going to take this here and we're going to put this into 2-pound buckets and we're going to marinate this for 48 hours, okay guys? So guys, check me out in the next videos. We got 3 brand new recipes coming out and we'll get started. So don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, guys. Thanks for watching.